Hi friends, today you are going to be working on retelling using lemonade in winter. Your objective is I can retell the actions of a character. You are going to retell the actions of the character, so you're going to tell me in order what what the character does by using these sentence starters. This also connects with your writing because when you're writing, narrative writing, you use first, next, then last. So you're going to say first, the character did blank. Next, the character did blank. Then, this happened. Last, this happened. And we're doing this to answer two questions. First, how did Pauline and John find and gather the materials for their product or service? So we want to answer that question. Those are the actions that we are going to retell. We're going to tell how Polly and John did that. And we're doing this so that we can figure out what steps do I need to take to find and gather materials for my product or service. So listen as I'm retelling how they did it so that you can learn how you are going to do it. So let's reread that section so that we can retell the actions of the character. And I'm going to keep that objective over here to the left so you can keep on seeing it. An empty street. Outside, a mean wind blows. Icicles hang from the windowsills. Inside, Pauline presses her nose to the frosted glass. I know, she says. Let's have a lemonade stand. I see an important first step here. Do you notice it? There was a step of the design process that Pauline went through here. It wasn't simulating. It wasn't advocating. What'd she do here, friend? Yes, she came up with an idea. She ideated. She came up with an idea for what to do when she was bored here to solve her problem. Let's have a lemonade stand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say first, Pauline came up with her idea for a product to sell, lemonade. So before you can think of materials, you have to come up with an idea. Notice how I'm putting these ideas in order and using that sequence word. First, Pauline came up with her idea for a product to sell, lemonade. And we're going to fill out next, then, and last as we read. So here's the next 2 pages. Let's just look at those illustrations. We see the parents are doing some kind of puzzle game. The girl and the boy, Pauline and John, look bored. They're kind of like hanging all over the chairs. Let's remind ourselves of what it says. Mom shakes her head. Nobody will be on the street, she says. Don't you see it's freezing? We could still have a lemonade stand, cries Pauline, skipping with her idea. Lemonade and limeade, and also lemon limeade. Oh, that's an important thing. Remember how she uses that as her slogan? That's an important part of selling your business. Dad wrinkles his brow. Nobody will want cold drinks, he says. Don't you hear the wind? But Pauline is jumping with her idea now. Lemonade and limeade, and also lemon limeade. Doesn't it sound yum? John jumps too. Oh, look at him. He looks so happy in that illustration. Yum, yum, he cries. Can I help, please? So first, Pauline came up with her idea for a product to sell, lemonade. Then what did she do? Tell your partner, pause and tell your partner what you think happened next that was important for their business plan. You're back. So, the next, she came up with a slogan and recruited her brother. Now it's about time that they actually get the materials. That's what we're really concerned about. That's what we want to learn about. So let's see what she does in then and last. So here's the next 2 pages. We see, wow, it's pretty messy, but it looks like they found something. Maybe that's why they were doing it. Oh, I see a piggy bank here. They found a few coins. They look very intrigued, very interested in these coins. Let's look at the text. Pauline and John collect quarters. They empty piggy banks and search pockets. Each time you get 4 quarters. That's $1, says Pauline. 4 quarters. That's money, says John. So I want you to take a second to do 10 jumping jacks because I know this video has gone long. So I want you to pause the video and do 10 jumping jacks and then do a couple stretches, 3 stretches. Go ahead and pause and do that and then return. Excellent. So they just found some money. So let's return. That's a very important step to finding and getting your materials. You have to get the money to buy them. Then Pauline and John collected money to purchase their materials. That's very, very important. Nobody can sell anything unless they have the access or unless they are able to get the materials. And in this case, they have to buy it. Their parents don't just have a bunch of lemons sitting around. We still have one more step at least. So let's look at this. Pauline and John at the corner store in hats and mittens. 4 lemons cost $1. 4 limes cost $1 too. $2 for sugar, $2 for cups. We have 24 quarters, and that's $6. Pauline tells John as she counts out the money. Look what they just did here. I noticed something really important that they just did here. They said lemons, limes, sugar, cups. What are they listing here? And what are they doing at the corner store that's so important for their business? Turn to your partner and tell them what they are doing here that's so important for their business at the corner store. Pause the video and tell them. Great, they are purchasing their items. And what are they doing that is so important here by listing these 4 objects? Lemons, limes, sugar, cups. What are they creating here? Tell your partner now and pause it. When we list out these things, we are listing out, it's kind of like we're listing out the materials, we're listing out what we need. We need to know what we are going to buy before we go and buy it. If you said either of those things, pat yourselves on the back. We could even see it here. They found the 4 things they needed and they lined up the money to pay for it. Good thing they got that money. Let's see what they did last. So last, Pauline and John made a list of materials to purchase and they purchased them from the store. So, in all, our objective was I can retell the actions of a character. Were we able to do that, friends? Yeah, we used first, next, then last to order the actions that Pauline and John took in order to be able to sell their lemonade. They had to First, come up with the idea. Next, come up with the slogan and work together. Then, find the money to pay for the materials. And last, they had to create a list of what materials to buy, and they had to go and buy it. You're going to follow very, very similar steps when you make your own product or service. Go ahead and go to the next steps. Go ahead and do a few squats or 10 of any exercise you want for doing such a great job. See you soon.